Yes, good afternoon, good evening, all our leaders, wherever you are. My name is Frank Tumwebaze, and I'm here with the Isaac Luvega. Today we are privileged to host CoachZion, pastor. His experience in this business, every single day, his business is exploding. We are privileged to host him. He has a very big team, and together with me, let's welcome none other than Pastor Coach Zion Matimbo on stage to train us this evening.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you,
Yes.
Frank. Thank you, Isaac. All right. Good morning. I'll say good morning wherever you are. The winners team. My name is Coach Zion Alex Matimbo. I am part of the visionaries team, and I thank God that I've been in this business for a while now, since 2016. Today I was told to come and share with you a few tips about this business, how to build it when you are based at home. In fact, my topic is how to build your home business. And I'll share with you to say that I've been building this business at home for about now 2 years. And my business has been able to expand to other countries. Now, I'm not saying that building business in other countries is wrong. It's not wrong. It's good, by the way. It's good to have an international business. For example, today, the truth is I was coming and I saw codes coming from Kenya into my business. I thanked God because currently in Uganda, we are in a lockdown. The office is closed, but business is still moving. The mere fact that this business can move internationally, you don't need you to move internationally. In fact, the best way to grow a network, I do it in Jesus' way. Hope you've understood that I'm a pastor. Being a pastor, I cannot avoid talking about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is the best networker that has ever lived. You'll ask me why. This guy, when he came, he had a mission. And his mission was to bring the good news to the poor and save the world. But when we came, he knew that he cannot move this network alone. So what did he do? He prepared himself. He was baptized. He believed in the mission and began on the journey of recruiting. Now, when he was recruiting, he kept on moving. He went on the sea. He found Peter, prospected him, recruited him on the team. He found Matthew, recruited him on the team. He found many guys who were doing different jobs. Some were in the markets, some were on the lake, others were somewhere. He brought them. When he brought them, he worked with them 3 years in Jerusalem. He could sit down with them, give them a training, coach them, train them how to do the business as in preaching the gospel. And during these 3 years, Jesus was working with them as he's making his presentations. What I mean is, as he was preaching the gospel, doing signs and wonders. And as time moved on, the 3 years were done, and he had a task to send them to go out and expand the network internationally. What did he do? He told them, stay in the city until I go and I give you power. So he left them in the city. He went, he died, 3 days, went to heaven, came back, and he gave them the power. But when he was commissioning them to go out to expand the network, he told them like this. These are the 3 major words why I went into all this. He told them like this. Go and preach the gospel unto the world. Beginning from where? From here in Jerusalem. From Jerusalem. Then expand to Samaria. Then expand to Judea and unto the ends of the world. Today, as we speak, this network has been able to expand for 2,000 years. The network is still growing up today. This is the best network I've ever seen. And the same thing is what I do today. It's the same thing I train people today. That for you to expand your business home, when you expand it here home, it will be able to expand into the whole nation, the whole world, the whole continent. How does it happen? It's the reason why I'm here today, to train you a few tips. Why? How can you build your business at home that can expand globally? Okay, here is my first point. Number 1 point, have an attitude of faith that you can build a business at home. Everything begins with attitude. In fact, it doesn't begin with skills. It doesn't begin with anything. It begins with your attitude. Once your attitude is corrupt, once your attitude says you cannot build a business here at home, guess what? My sister, my brother, you cannot build a business at home. Because already your attitude is telling you, you cannot do it. One man said, whether you think you can, whether you think you can't, either way, you're right. So my sister who is saying that you cannot build a business here in Uganda, truth is, you cannot. And who says that I can build a business here in Uganda, truth is, you can. That is the major number 1 thing that will guide you to be able to succeed in this business and to build a business here at home. Attitude. What is your attitude? What do you believe? Do you believe you can build a business here in Uganda? If you think you cannot build it here in Uganda, it means you will not be able to build it. If you think you can build the business here in Uganda, my brother, my sister, you will be able to do it. Now, apart from attitude, when I talk about attitude, hope you've got my point. The way you think, the way you think, the way you think. Now, I'm not talking about Uganda only because I believe there are other countries where you guys, you are best. Some of you are in Burundi, some of you may be in Zambia, some of you may be in South Africa. The truth is, first build a business at home where you are, where you can reach out to people, where you can know that you can go out and build a business and come back home and sleep. You get my point? Don't be a stranger when you're building this business. You have a business in another country, but when you come back home, nothing at home. That is not a good thing. So how are you going to do this after believing that I can build a business here in Uganda? Or I can build a business here where I am? This is number 1 thing. The first thing is prospecting. Now you've been hearing about prospecting. I know people have taught about prospecting. Prospecting is the art of going out there and get the right people. You bring them in on the business. Yeah, prospecting is very good. But the question is, do you know how to prospect? Do you know how the right prospecting mate has to be? Do you know who are you prospecting? Here is my point. For example, the business has been here in Uganda for about now, it's coming to 5 years. Yeah, since 2015, it has been here in Uganda. So we are coming to 5 years. Honestly speaking, people may think, may be lied to that the business is no longer here in the country. To some point, you may be right. But to a large extent, you may be wrong. Do you know why? Uganda alone has a population of about 40 million people. 40 million. Here in Kampala alone, we are about 7 million and above. And if you look into the statistics of how many people we have who have joined the business here in Uganda, we are not even 1 million. So when you say that the business is no longer here in Uganda, you're wrong. It's your attitude that is giving you that answer. Do you know why? Because me personally, since this year began, I've been able to expand my business here in Uganda to over 100 new signups in Uganda. How is it possible that I'm able to run my business in just these few months and 100 people have joined? Not seen the business. No. They have joined. They have bought their packages and they have joined. Many people ask me, Zion, how do you do it? Now, let me tell you the fact. Let me tell you the truth. The issue is about prospecting. Prospecting. I like my leader, Elias Mohozi. There is a training he gave and he said that enlarging your sample space, upgrading your sample space. When you start prospecting and you're prospecting in the people who have been, how can I call it, who have been exposed to this kind of business, these are the people who are looking for jobs. These are people who have been invited, okay? And most of them, they are the young class. They are young class, those who are looking for jobs. Because some people have gone out to even make posters that you're looking for a job, come and get a job which can pay you part-time. First of all, this is not a job. And whoever has been doing that, according to me, are you doing it wrong? We are not looking for job seekers. No, 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 no. We are looking for business builders. And guess what? Because of this, many people have decided to go out and send text messages. Text messages to when they get mobile money numbers, they send text messages. It's called what? Bulk messages. Some of the people have gone ahead to do what? To send what they call spamming on Facebook, and spamming in groups. It might be like a good thing, a shortcut, but shortcut will not give you results. In fact, it will keep you active, but not productive. You will be busy, but without results. Now, let me talk about the real prospecting. You need to prospect up. Prospect the right people. The right people. And some of these right people, I'll not give you this training today. It will be for another time. Maybe someone has already given you this training. But you need to go out and look for the right people. Number one, people who are successful. One thing I've discovered about the market here in Uganda, that most of the people who are successful, especially in the corporate world, in the business world, those guys, they know nothing about AimGlobal. I wondered why. I discovered that when people were prospecting, when people were looking for people to join the business, when people were inviting, guess what? They were only inviting people who are looking for jobs. They were only looking for people who have left the university. They were only looking for people who are not doing anything. So they thought these are the people who need the business. My sister, my brother, let me tell you the truth. The truth is, the right people you need in the business, they're the people who are already successful, people who are already having the money, people who are already there is that kind of class which has been ignored in Uganda. And this class has the money. This class has the people. And when I started prospecting, I prospected, I made the sample space, and guess what? Bam! I called. When I called this gentleman called Andrew. And when I brought Andrew on board, Andrew was working with one of the big companies here in Uganda. It's a milk company. It's a dairy company. And when I brought Andrew on board, Andrew also went into that same category of people. He got a gentleman, he's called Simon. And when Simon came on board, I put them on this kind of training, the NDO, the New Distributors Orientation. When I put them on the new Distributor Orientation, these guys got the fire. And guess what? They began inviting people in their category, inviting people in their caliber. And guess what? This has exploded my business here in Uganda. That's just one example of prospecting. You need to find the right people. Prospect up, go up and prospect. There is still business here in Uganda. Point number 2, apart from attitude, when your attitude is clear, and when you prospect the right people, point number 3 will be coaching and training. Coaching and training. You see, there is this book called Is It Own Your Life by Don Feiler. There is what he talks about the sheep, the empty sheep, the silver sheep, and the gold sheep. He says that when you prospect and recruit someone, this person is a silver sheep. And when the silver sheep lands into your network, whatever you're going to do will transform this person into either a gold sheep or an empty sheep. What do I mean by gold sheep or an empty sheep? A gold sheep is a sheep which is going to offload many other guys to join your network. An empty sheep is a person who is going to join and will be dormant and he will quit and he will do nothing. So, if you want to build your business home and you've discovered this wonderful one person who has joined your business, and you know that this person has potential to become a leader, this person has the ability to build a business, what are you going to do? You're going to emphasize training. Train this person whom you can reach at home. Train him how to expand the business. Train him. In fact, there is one of the scripts which says, we grow people and the people grow our network. So grow this person. Spend time with this person. Jesus spent time with the 12 disciples for 3 years. Can you imagine? 3 years. This guy had a mission to save the whole world. But for 3 years, he had to spend time with only 12 guys. Isn't that amazing? I know you've been in the business. Maybe you have 2, 3 downlines. And you may think that you are losing out. No, you're not losing out. You need to train these guys. They may be 10. As you see, they are 10. Spend time with them and train them. Coach them. Don't worry about that. Jesus spent 3 years training 12 guys. 3 years training 12 guys. Let me repeat this. He spent 3 years. How many years? 1, 2, 3 years. He was training 12 guys. And guess what? Out of the 12, one quit. Out of the 12, the day Jesus left, a guy quit. Judas Iscariot. Some people will quit. It's okay. But spend time and train them. When he trained these guys, you know what happened? The network, 2,000 years later, even up to now, they are still recruiting. We are in over 2 billion followers, 2 billion distributors, and we are still pushing the network. What do I mean by this? Sit down with these guys, train them, pour yourself into them. As long as they are willing to listen, as long as they are willing to follow you, train them, coach them. There is this training Arias gave us. I'll refer to it. It's called the New Distributors Orientation. I got it. And when I got it, I knew my mistakes. During this period I've been in the business, I've sponsored many people. And these people have not done anything. And time reached and said, Zion, maybe this business is not for me. How comes that every person I sponsor does nothing? Every person I sponsor, they don't do anything. Really, I was puzzled. Especially last year, I sat down and I looked into the number of people I had direct sponsored. I was so much disappointed that not even 10% were doing the business. I said, what am I going to do? What is wrong? God answered my prayers. Arias called the Silver Executives meeting and he introduced the NDO, the New Distributors Orientation. It is a sheet of paper having 8 steps or 8 days. I used this sheet of paper for a while and I said, no, I need to expand. I need to expand such that it can be duplicated into my team. I went ahead, I sat down. You'll ask Frank or Isaac. They may share with you a copy of the new distributor orientation. I expanded PowerPoint. I put graphics in it. You know, I made it more creative. I made it more resourceful. I added something into this, exactly what Arias gave us. It's the new distributor orientation that will make you able to convert a silver ship into a gold ship. Sit down with your team, train them, coach them, pour yourself into them. And once you do that, my sister, my brother, the truth is, once you have leaders in your network, these guys will bring code for you every single day. Sometimes I don't want to say this, but I have to say it. Since this year began, I'm talking about 2020, and now we are in the 3rd month. I have never recruited anyone. I have not sponsored anyone directly. You may say, now, coach, what are you talking about? You spend 3 months without sponsoring any person? Yeah, I have not sponsored anyone. And the truth is, those days before I understood this business, I could say, how do I spend a month without sponsoring anyone? But here, listen to this. In these 3 months, the money I've made is more than almost the money I made in 6 months, 7 months, when I was sponsoring people. I could go out and sponsor, but the money is little. Today, I'm not sponsoring personally, but the money is too much. What is the secret? The secret is like this. I know your activity as you, as an individual, can bring you results. But you need leverage, my brother. You need leverage. You need to work with someone. You need to have 10 people who are sponsoring, and you have 10 codes, than you going out to look for 10 codes alone. These are the things I was not thinking about. I used to focus so much on my activities. Today, this brings me to the next point. If you want to develop your business from home, from where you are, find people where you are, coach them, train them, mentor them. Once you do that, the killer of all, help them make money. Help them make money. I'm repeating it. Help them to make the money. How do you help these guys? Number one, teamwork. Teamwork. Find your niche. Personally, I discovered that my niche was my niche was I'm able to make presentations. I'm good at presenting. When I present to you, high chances you have to sign up. If you don't, it means something is wrong with you. That's why I was good at sponsoring. But my weakness was finding people to talk to. And when you bring people on board and they join the business, guess what? Their strength, they have a new market. They have people they can talk to. And what's their weakness? They cannot talk. They don't know how to present. But they have people to talk to. So, what do you need to do? Combine your strength with the strengths of your team. Are you together? You're good at presenting. They have the market. They have the prospects. So what are you going to do? Bring the two together. Bring the two together. Here are the prospects from your team. Here is you, good at presenting. And guess what? Bring it together. You present to your prospects. When you present to your prospects, you're good at prospecting. You're good at presenting. These guys have the network and they have the people. What do you need to do? Go out and present. Pour yourself into them. This is what I started doing. I became a slave. Yeah, I became a slave to my downlines. I became a slave to their network. They could tell me, Coach, where are you? I have a downline. I have a prospect. He's ready at this time. He needs a presentation. I say, good, let's go. And I present. Coach, tomorrow we have a presentation. And guess what? We are inviting our people. I said, okay, I'm coming. I'll not forget one day. It was last month. I'm a pastor, and the president wanted to meet the pastors at State House. And guess what? I got an invitation to be invited to go to the State House to attend this meeting. And you, of course, you know when you go to the State House, apart from eating, exposure, guess what? Network, prospects. Sometimes you may come back with an envelope. Yes, an envelope. You understand me when I talk about an envelope. But as I was preparing to go, one of my downlines said, Coach, I have 3 guests, and these guys have come to see the business. Can you be around and present to them? Now I said, guys, I have to go to the State House. Then these guys have brought 3 prospects. I sat down and I said, Zion, you need to choose. Either State House or present to these guys. Guess what I chose? Presenting to these 3 guys. I cancelled my invitation to the State House and I went. I presented to these guys. After presenting the business to them, I asked them, guys, how do you see the business? The first said, it's a good, I have ever seen it, and today maybe I've understood it. I'll see it. Let me go and think about it. I'll see how to do it. I said, wow. Oh. The second one said, yeah, it's a good business. Today you have made it clear. It's a very good business. I'll join next week. I said, okay, that's good. And the last one said, it's a good business. It's a good business. And I will join. In fact, I'll join tomorrow. How many accounts that guy joined with? Let me remain with it. But he didn't join with one account. Not 2 accounts, not 3 accounts. And guess what? On my 4th leg, if I say 4th leg, you understand. 4th leg, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th leg down there. That's where that network is. I decided to become a slave to these guys. Sometimes I could leave at 10 p.m. in their homes after making a presentations. Sunday mornings, I could be there. Sunday evenings, I could be there. Time I would spend with my daughters, my wife, I left that out. I decided to work with my team. I helped them make money. I helped them make money. The guys made money. The guys made money. Today, as I speak, this network is exploding. Not outside Uganda, but in Uganda. The least we can have is 5 codes every week. 5 codes every week. I know some of you, 5 codes may not be much for you, but 5 codes on a weak leg, a small leg, a money-making leg. Oh, it can be good money every week, altogether. And not on my first account, not on the second account, but a 4th account. Guys, you can build a business at home. Become a slave. Here are my points. I'll recap for you who has just joined us on this live feedback. 1, if you are going to build a business at home, have an attitude and believe you can build a business at home. Are we together? Number 2, after having that attitude, you can build a business at home. Prospect the right people. Prospect the right network. Prospect the right people. Number 3, I've told you, these guys, once they join, train them. Sit down and train them. Train your team where you are at home. Train them. Make sure that you get trainings and train them. Then number 4, which is last, become a slave to them. Help them make money. Help them make money. When these guys make the money, automatically, they will build your network. They will expand your network. Forget about you. Stop being selfish. I was selfish all these years, trying to see, have I sponsored? Have I sponsored? Have I sponsored? Have I looking for someone? Have I sponsored? I was focusing on me, forgetting the bigger picture. Focus on the bigger picture. Focus on the bigger picture. Focus on your team. When your team expands, money will flow into your network. Lastly, as I'm closing, after these 5 points I've given to you, there is one point I don't want you to forget. And this point is called focus. 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 I'll repeat this word. The word is focus. I joined this network, this industry of network marketing in 2010. The first time I learned about network marketing, it was 2010. And I will not mention the companies I've been with, but I want to tell you that I've been with more than 10 companies, joining over 10 companies. And I had not made money apart from this company where I am, Alliance in Motion Global. But during these 10 years, I've come to know many networkers, many good guys who are good networkers, many good guys who are good trainers, who are good presenters. Today, as we speak, they have lost out. They have not made any money. Even up today, they are still suffering, looking for something to eat. We are in a quarantine right now as we speak, and many guys, they don't have even money to buy food at home. Yet they are networking. They are in the best industry, which is network marketing, which can give you money every single day. Today, as we speak, they don't have even money to go and buy food. Why? These guys lost focus. They wanted greener pastures. Here, a new company comes, shows you a business. Here, this one, this is simpler, better presentation, blah, 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 blah. People join, become a pioneer. That lie of pioneering. You think pioneering is easy? Pioneering is not easy at all. Okay, go ahead and pioneer. I don't refuse you to pioneer, but pioneering is a myth. You think that because you're a pioneer, you're going to make money in the company. You may be right, but you may be wrong. Many guys have been lured into that kind of, come and pioneer here, come and pioneer, be on the top, be like those leaders, on the top, you will make money. We have seen them go. And time has been the best tester. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, they have nothing. Yet they are pioneers. Companies close like nothing. Focus. I remember in 2017, things were not okay with Alliance, personally. Things were not okay. You know, being in the business and you're working too hard. You're prospecting. You're trying everything to do, but money is not coming. And during that period of time, I had challenges. I have a family. I have a wife to look after. I have children to feed. I have school fees to pay. I have rent. Things were not easy. And during this period, the business was giving me like 500,000 a week. 500, sometimes 300. And I felt the money was small. And I used to compare myself with my earning with other guys who are earning too much money. The Duncans, okay, the Happysons, the Arias Muhozi, these Isaac Aluvegas, this Frank Tumwebazi. I could compare myself with them. I said, how comes we are doing the same business, but me, I'm earning peanuts? And someone brought me a deal and showed me a better deal, a better business. Here you join, you don't have to do this, you don't even have to recruit, money will come. I joined. And when I joined, truth is, I lost money, I lost friends, I lost my dream in Alliance. I almost left Alliance for good. I only thank my God that I was able to come back. These guys who have been lured into pioneering other companies, they have lost it out. Don't be the same. Number two, on this, focus, it's plan B. Many guys, you want plan B. You say, what if Alliance doesn't work? I will be able to get money from here. Let me get a job from here. If this system doesn't work, I will get money from this job or this business. It sounds good. It sounds credible. It sounds okay. But let me tell you something. The moment you have plan B, you have set failure for plan A. Can I repeat it? The moment you have plan B, it means you have set a mat, you've set a bed where you're going to rest when plan A fails. You have set yourself for failure. I want you to burn the bridges. I'll end with this story. There is this guy, he was a captain, and they wanted to go and conquer an island. But on this island, there were many soldiers there, the rivals, the enemy, and they were on the boat. So when they went on the boat, they reached the island, and the captain said to these guys, burn the boat. And they said, Captain, are you serious? This boat has to take us back. He said, no, burn the boat. I know what I mean. I'm a commander, and the commander has commanded. So they burnt the boat down, and the boat was to ashes. Now the commander turned to the army and told them, the guys, the group, you have seen our boat is there, it's in ashes. It's going up in smoke. We are here on this island to conquer it. We either conquer the island and stay living, or we die from this island. There is no going back. And guess what? The soldiers had no option. They had to fight and conquer the island. Cut the long story short, they conquered the island. Why? They were determined that either we fight and conquer the island, or we die. Guys, this is my point to you. Either you fight and you make AimGlobal work and you become rich, or die in poverty. Only that. I decided that. Today as I speak, even though you tell me what, I don't do it. I say my plan A is my plan A, and it shall remain my plan A. And I will stick to plan A alone. That is the power of focus. Follow one course until success. Guys, I will not exceed here. I will stop here for today. But I believe you've learned something. I believe my sharing with you have given you something to learn. So I want you to implement. Learning and not doing is not learning. I know they have given you many trainings, and we are still training you. Even another day, another person will be here to train you. But however much we train you and you fail to put into action what we train you, it will not yield results. Training will not bring money on your account. Training will not put money in your dashboard. What is going to put money in your dashboard is putting into action what we are training you. May God bless you. I remain Coach Zion Alex Matimbo. God bless you. See you at the top.